The makers of the viral Stanley cups that people are racing to stores or standing in long lines to buy have confirmed there are traces of lead in their products. This evening, Valley doctors are sharing advice if you feel like maybe you've ingested a high dose of lead into your body. Our Jeremiah Marshall joins us live in the newsroom with more on what you need to know. Good evening, Jeremiah.
Good evening, Sonia. So first and foremost, if you have a Stanley tumbler and you haven't experienced any symptoms, or if the bottom cover isn't exposed, you're going to be just fine. The company says the viral cups are guaranteed safe. Valley doctors share symptoms of what lead would do to the body if you come into contact.
Lead is one of the essential minerals that are found in ground.
Valley medical professionals say lead can be found in many items, such as cosmetics, household items, to even children's toys. Hidalgo County Health Authority Dr. Ivan Melendez says for those viral Stanley cups, it would be tough to get sick when using them.
Fortunately, most people that are poisoned with lead or get toxic levels of lead, it's a chronic low dose. It's very hard to bite off a piece of a Stanley cup of lead and get in huge trouble. It's more of a constant repetitive dose.
In a statement, a spokesperson for Stanley says, quote, yes, Stanley uses lead in its manufacturing process for its cups, but they only pose a risk of lead exposure if the cover on the bottom of the tumbler comes off and exposes the pellet used to seal the cup's vacuum insulation. Dr. Melendez says symptoms of high lead exposure include nausea, vomiting, headaches, confusion, and changes of personality.
Muscle aches, bone aches, headaches. Don't assume it's just a migraine or arthritis. Get it checked out. Levels of lead are very easy to obtain. It's a blood test. If you have a certain item in your house, it can be taken also to be tested for lead concentrations.
And if you feel as if you have lead poisoning, the best thing to do is to see a licensed physician.
I would summarize it in this way. Rarely do people die from the immediate high level of lead intoxication. What usually happens is that their body systems, particularly the neurological and the cardiovascular system, begin to fail.
And Dr. Melendez says doctors started realizing about 30 to 40 years ago of how toxic lead can be on the body and how at times symptoms can be vague, but it's very easy to test for. The Stanley company says like all their products, the stainless steel items must pass rigorous health and safety tests before making them available to the public. Live in the newsroom, I'm Jeremiah Marshall.